Good morning, friends. Welcome to my channel. And yesterday was my daughter's birthday party, and I took that avenue to make puff puff in bulk. Today I'll be sharing with you guys how to make party style puff puff. This one is not any puff puff. This one is the kind of puff puff you would want to make for an event, ceremony, parties. Okay, I'll quickly take you guys through how it went. Okay, and I'm outside because I'm actually running away from my kids. And I've been trying to film for a while now, and each time I set the camera, something just pop up. So let's say you've been trying to make party style puff puff or bulky puff puff. This video is for you. Okay, so stay tuned while we move into the business. So guys, I weighed 2 kg flour, 400 grams of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 2 tablespoons of yeast plus 2 teaspoons of yeast. And this is the kind of yeast I'm using. Okay, and I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of salt. This is milk flavor, and this is the kind of milk flavor I'm using. There are 2 different brands here, and I'm using both. Okay, I'll also be grating 1 small nutmeg seed. And what I'm adding now is toasted coconut. I also have the link to that video at the description box. I'll also be dropping it at the end of this video. I actually made that toasted coconut myself, and that is what I use in decorating my daughter's birthday cake. So make sure you check that out. Okay, I still have lots of recipes coming up on my channel, and you don't want to miss out on any of it. Please subscribe if you haven't, like my videos, and hit that notification bell so you would be notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, the sieve I was using initially wasn't helping matters because there are bigger particles in this flour, the sugar, the coconuts, and I had to transfer into a bigger basket, and it actually did the job. And that is 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Okay, I'm topping that with water to get the accurate measurement of water that goes into the flour. I added a total of 6 cups of water. That is 1,500 milligrams of water. Adding more water than necessary will only make your puff puff to soak oil when you are frying it. Okay, but let it be firm so that you'll be able to mold that in shape when you are frying it. Okay. You mix it till the dough becomes light and stretchy. And when it rises, it becomes lighter than the initial time. I've been kneading the dough for roughly 15 minutes and I'm okay with this consistency. I'll cover it and keep it in a warm place. Okay guys, let's say you want to make puff puff for one person. I also have that recipe in my channel and the link to the video is at the description box, also at the end of this video. Please make sure you check it out, okay? Thank you. After 1 hour 30 minutes, the dough has risen tremendously and it is ready for frying. The stretchiness of the dough makes it easy to manipulate, that is, forming it into a round shape. And it also prevents it from scattering when frying. If you notice, I'm frying my puff puff slowly on a medium to low heat because my puff puff is a big size puff puff, okay? I'm really happy with this temperature. In my previous video, you guys saw how I was struggling with the temperature, and but for this one, I guess I've learnt my lesson. So the temperature was perfect for the frying and everything came out the way I wanted it, okay? So guys, this is my first fry. It looks so nice, okay? So guys, let me show you what the inside looks like. It is dry in the outside and soft in the inside. The inside of this puff puff did not soak oil at all. Okay, this is what it looks like, and I believe that's the way it should be. Okay, you can imagine serving hot puff puff with a chilled Coca-Cola. Enjoy! So guys, this recipe actually made 75 pieces of big size puff puff. But if you are making small chops puff puff, you will definitely have above 100 pieces. Okay? Thank you so much for your time, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos please, and click the notification bell, share my videos to your friends. Okay, thank you, bye bye. I'll see you in my next video. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome to my channel, and today I'll be sharing with you how to make party style chin chin. Okay, and this kind of chin chin is the kind of chin chin you want to make for, parties. To make this party chin chin, I weighed 200 grams of sugar, quarter teaspoon of salt, and I'll be grating some nutmeg. Okay, I'm also adding 1 sachet of milk flavor. It's weighed 100 grams. Okay, next I'm adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm also adding quarter cup of milk, and I'll also be sieving in 1 kg flour, and we'll be mixing that together till all the ingredients are well combined. Okay, and I also weighed 125 grams of margarine. Okay, and I'll be rubbing that into the flour till it looks like breadcrumbs. And I'll be using 2 eggs for this recipe, and I'm also adding half teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'll be mixing that into the flour. Okay, and I'll be adding water gradually. Okay, as I'm adding the water, I'll be folding it into the flour till I get a strong and firm dough. Then I will allow that to rest for 15 minutes before rolling it out and cutting it into smaller cubes. Also, try not to knead the flour. Okay, we just want to mix everything together. I use a total of 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of water. Okay. So guys, I'm using margarine to grease the surface of my working space and the dough with my rolling pin as well. I prefer to use, grease, any form of vegetable grease. You can use margarine, vegetable oil, or vegetable shortening. Okay, and also if you like, you can use flour for dusting. They actually do the same work. I just prefer to to grease the surface because it makes my work neater instead of having flour all over the place. It just gives me this shining and finished look once I'm done with the rolling and the cutting out of the dough. Okay, and I'll continue to grease my work surface. If I notice it is sticking, then I'll be rolling that out into 1/2 inch thick or 1/4 inch thick. Okay, once I'm done with that, I'll be cutting that into longer strips vertically and horizontally. I'm actually removing the strips in between each dough, okay, just to create space so it does not stick to each other. Now I'm cutting the dough horizontally, okay, and I'm leaving 1/2 inch space in between the lines, and that would give me a nice chin-chin cut. Okay, so that is how we get the chin-chin cubes. So guys, I'm testing to see if the oil is ready for frying. Okay, when this guy floats to the top of the oil, that's when I will add the chin-chin dough. As you can see, the oil is not too hot. The chin-chin is frying slowly. The chin-chin is not frying too fast or too quickly. Okay, that's the way you want it to be. If you notice, the oil is not dirty or foamy. Okay, that's the advantage of greasing when you are actually rolling out the dough. Had it been I dust it with flour, the oil will be dirty, and the moment I add the chin-chin dough into the oil, it's going to form. That's why I don't like using flour for dusting. I prefer to grease. And I will fry this till they are nicely golden brown. Okay, I'll be repeating the process with the rest of the dough till I'm through with the frying. Okay, And this is what our chin chin looks like. They are nicely golden brown and the colors are even, okay? And you can actually achieve this if your oil is not too hot. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos with your friends, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. And for this water leaf soup, I'm using water leaves. I have some water leaves. They are not much, just a little. I did not weigh it actually. And I have some roasted cow skin, okay? We call this pomo. And I also have some catfish, okay? And this is it, the catfish. And I'll be using one of these, just one, okay? And I also have hot boiling water. I'm actually boiling some water over here. It's not boiling, but I think it's hot, okay? It's really hot right now, and I'll just turn off the heat, okay? I've turned off the heat already. And I'll be blanching my water leaves, okay? This is what I'll be doing to these water leaves, okay? So into that, I will pour in this hot water, okay? Oh, I'll be adding some salt, okay? Just a little. I'll be adding a little salt. This is not necessary, but I'm doing this because this is raining season, and water leaf in rainy season is not usually sweet. If it were dry season, okay, you notice. I don't know if you notice that during the raining season, water leaf is not usually sweet, okay? It used to have this kind of smell and taste. But during dry season, water leaf is very, very, very delicious. So I'm just trying to get rid of that smell and some kind of awful taste that comes with water leaf during raining season, okay? So that's that. The water is not at boiling point because I don't want to kill the nutrients. Just for 15, let's say 5 minutes. It depends, okay? Let's say 5 minutes. It won't stay up to 15 minutes. So I've added the roasted cow skin, okay? I'll be adding this small size of onion, okay? Just slice that into the pot, okay? So that is it. You can see that. And into that I'll be adding 2 stock cubes, okay? 2 stock cubes. And also some salt, just a little bit of salt, okay? Just a little. I'll also be adding one of these catfish. I'll just add one, okay? It's quite big, so I'll put that on the heat. So I'll be adding in some water, okay? So cover that and allow that to cook, okay? So that's it. So that's the water leaves. I'm okay with this, okay? I'll be cooling that immediately with cold running water, okay, or room temperature water. That's what I'll be doing. and I'll be back. So this is the water lift. Okay, it has been nicely rinsed and cooled completely. So presently it is at room temperature. It's not hot at all. So I have some onion here and some peppers. This scotch bonnet pepper and habanero pepper, also known as atarodo and shombo. I have about 3 slices. I have about 4 slices of this habanero peppers, and I removed the seeds already. Okay, and they are nicely washed and clean. This one is a very spicy pepper, so the seeds are still intact. Okay, and I've turned off the heat completely for, as you can see, yeah. So I still have some stock left. Okay, that's okay. That's the way you want it. Okay, that liquid is perfect and enough for the cooking. That's it. And I'll set that aside, and we'll be slicing our veggies. Okay, I'll be slicing this lovelies, and I think I should go with this first. Okay, it's quite easy to slice once it has been blanched. Don't have any, there's nothing difficult or taxing here. You just go like that, and that is it, and I'm done. If you want it kind of smoother, you can just go and chop it like that, but I think I'm okay with the way it is. I don't want it smoother than this. Okay, but this is just the way you do it. If you want it, you know, finer than it is, this is perfect. Okay, it's okay for me like this. I like it the way it is. Okay, so it can be picky when you are kind of eating it. So that has been sliced. I'll move on to the peppers. Well, I prefer to slice the onion first. Okay, just like that. Nothing taxing to do. And we go this way again, and we are done, just like that. Okay, then go like this. You could chop it finely also, like this. Okay, just go like that and chop it finely. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing to we are done with the slicing of the vegetables. So I'll quickly slice them and I'll be back. Okay, that's it. Okay, nicely chopped. And the peppers. Okay, like that. Take out the seeds like this. Should be okay. Okay. So I guess I will be taking out the seeds. Okay, like that. Okay. Okay, I forgot to show you this. Okay, I'll also be using some locust bean. Okay, that's it right there. Okay, pouring some palm oil. Okay, into my pot, into my pan, and I I won't blanch the palm oil. I won't do that. Next, I will add the locust bean. We also call this iru, okay? Next, I would add my onion. So nextly, I'll be adding the peppers, okay? So I'm not going to be adding salt into this because I already have salt and stock cube in my fish stock. So I'll just fry this plain because I don't want the soup to be salty. So I think I'm okay with this. Then now I'll be adding the vegetables, okay? And I'm not going to be cooking this for too long because it has been blanched already, okay? So this will go in, and that is it, okay? So immediately this is going in, I'll be adding my stock, okay? The one we parboiled earlier. Okay. Just like that, okay? Don't worry about the bones from the catfish. They are quite soft, you know, it has been smoked. The fish has been smoked already, so those bones are very, very soft and chewable. You don't have to worry about them. They are very, very chewy. Okay, but if you are the picky type, you can actually debone the fish, but I really don't mind. And our soup is ready, to be honest. The soup is already cooked. There's nothing else to be done here, okay? For this recipe, I'm using 2 sachets of margarine, 500 grams, okay? And I use 2 different brands. That's why there's a change in color, okay? So I use so this is the margarine I use, okay? This is the first time I'm trying this out. And into that I weighed 300 grams of sugar, and so I'll be creaming this, okay? Once the butter and the sugar are well combined, I would start mixing them up. So that's it. I don't know if you can see that. It is perfectly creamed. Okay? Can see? So that's the way you want it to be. You continue to cream it till it becomes very light and fluffy. Okay? And it will also, as you can see, it has also risen from the initial state. It was, I don't know, it wasn't this hairy before. So that's the way you want it to be, okay? It's perfect this way. For the powdered ingredients, I weighed 500 grams of flour, okay? Into that, I'm adding half tablespoon of baking powder and half teaspoon of baking powder, okay? 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of salt, okay? I'm also adding half cup of cocoa powder, okay? It smells really nice, okay? It smells nice, as in this flour, this powdered ingredient smells so nice. So I'm using 10 large eggs, okay? And you know, it's good you break your eggs separately if you are not sure of the eggs, because some eggs might be bad, so you don't ruin your entire batch. I'm sure of my eggs, okay? So I'm using 10 large eggs for this recipe. They are quite big. So that's the eggs, okay? Just beat them a little. So that's the eggs, okay? I'm adding a tablespoon of vanilla essence, okay? That's the transparent vanilla. So I'm adding a tablespoon of black treacle. You can use brownie as a substitute, okay? I don't have brownie, that's why I'm using black treacle. So into my creamed margarine, I will pour in some of these beaten eggs, okay? I'll pour in some of this, okay? And I'll kind of mix that together. I'm sorry for the background noise, okay? I sincerely apologize. So I'll mix in some of this, okay? Maybe I should use my wicks. Okay. I'll be sieving in some of the flour, a little at a time, okay? So that's it, and I'll be adding milk, okay? Adding some of this in there. Okay. So pour in some of the egg, okay? Like that. And that's it, okay? Then I will still be sieving in some of the flours. So I decided to use my wicks. This spatula is not making it easy for me to mix this batter, okay? So I think this one will be better. Oh. The wicks is not better. The spatula is better. So just like that, okay? So the fluffiness of your cake is determined by the way you cream your margarine, okay? Because that's the base for your cake making. So this is the last batch of the milk, okay? I've added everything. So lastly, what I added is the milk, okay? You know, the cocoa powder and the milk is a very nice combination when you are making chocolate cake. Lastly, I'll be adding some dry fruits. I actually soak this fruit in brandy. So I've also added some dry fruits, okay? So that's it about the cake, okay? Okay, so I point that to my cake pan. So this is 8-inch cake pan, okay? I'm sure many of you will crucify me for pouring everything into this cake pan at once. Oh, you're supposed to pour that into 2 different pans. Yeah. It really tastes nice, you know. But still have some left, okay? Let's see. I'm very sure most of you will crucify me for overfilling my cake, but I got to use what I have, you know. So even these cupcakes, I'm sure there will be some overflow, but I really don't mind. So that's it, okay? So guys, let me show you what the cakes looks like, okay? I'll open this one. The cake is very soft, okay? It tastes so good. It really tastes good, okay? The cakes. It really tastes good. It is mushed, okay? This one is not a dry cake. It is really mushed in the inside and fluffy. I hope you try this recipe at home. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. I'll see you in my next video, okay? So that's our cake, and I'll leave this, okay, and allow it to cool completely. For this recipe, I'm using two derica of beans. That is 10 cups of beans, and this is the derica I'm talking about, okay? So this is the way you measure it, okay? 2 of these cups. So that's approximately 10 10 cups of beans. And I'll be soaking this for 5 minutes, okay? Then I'll proceed in peeling the beans. I'm actually going to be using this for 2 recipes. I'm making akara and moi moi, okay? So stay tuned, okay? Then onwards from here, I guess you have to just learn with your eye while I'm peeling the beans, okay? Because I might not be talking when I'm peeling the beans. It's a very rigorous and tiring process. So let's see how it goes, okay? And we still have some left. It's okay. I'm tired already. This is how far I can go. Okay, I'll quickly transfer this into this plastic. Okay, and once I'm done transferring that, I'll be back. Hello, welcome to my channel. And if this is the first time you are seeing my face, my name is Gift, and I really want to appreciate the fact that you click into my channel today. If you've been following this video from previous episodes, you would see the process and how we actually got this far. And the first episode, we actually peeled the beans, and today we are making moi moi and akara, okay? And akara is the fried version of moi moi. You don't fry moi moi, you actually fried akara, so it's like a fried bean cake, okay? So for today, I'll just show you the process of grinding the beans and the recipes and the ingredients I'll be using for the recipe, okay? So stay tuned and don't walk away. And I also want to appreciate my subscribers. I just want to say thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me, okay? Let's get to 1K subscribers. Here we have it, okay? And into that, I'll be adding some onion. So that's the onion, okay? I have 3, let's say, medium to large size onion. And I'll also be adding some peppers. So that's the peppers. I have some Scotch bonnet peppers and habanero pepper. You can also add red bell peppers, okay? So the Scotch bonnet pepper I added won't be enough, okay? I run out of some scotch bonnet pepper. I'll be compensating that with some dried chilies. Okay, so you add the peppers to your tolerance. I'll be taking this to the mill. I'll be grinding this in the mill and I'll show you how it is done. And I'll tell them not to add water to it. Okay, so they'll be adding the water separately because I want to use this batter for 2 recipes. I'm using it for moi moi and akara, and akara does not require lots of water. So I'm back from the mill and this is what we have here. You can see. So I'll be using this one the way it is for akara. Okay, and this is the liquid. Okay, this is the liquid we got from the, it's quite thick but I don't want it to be running. Okay, so I told her to grind it as if I'm frying akara. If it were to be moi moi, let's say I'm grinding for moi moi, you will grind it fine. It's going to be very fine than this, but this is the way you want to grind it when you are frying akara. It's okay. And as you can see, it's a bit rough. Okay, that's because I grind it for akara purpose. So that's the way we grind it for akara. As you can see, it's quite thick. And I just take some out. Okay, so this one is going to be for the akara. And into this I'll be pouring that liquid. Okay, so I have some fishes I parboiled yesterday. Okay, so I'll quickly take out the fish and pour the fish stock into this batter. So I parboiled the fish with some salt, 2 stock cube and onion. Into this I'll be adding some vegetable oil. I'm not measuring anything. Okay, that's 2 more stock cube. So that's it, 2 more stock cubes. I'll give it a quick stir. Okay, I need more salt. Okay, I'll also be adding this. Okay, ginger and garlic powder. Okay, so I'll be squeezing in some of those fishes. Okay, just squeeze them. You can debone them if you like, but sometimes you can see I left the bone. I like to chew those bones. I don't know why. So if you have kids at home, then you have to be careful of the bones. But these big ones, I like to bite on them. You can see this ones has a lot of this type of bones. They are quite dangerous. So I'm going to be taking these ones out. Okay, these ones. So that's just it. Okay, then I'll be squeezing that in there. You can see I'll leave in this one. Okay, and those type of bones are usually located around here. You can see them, right? So taking them out, and that's it. I'll squeeze this one in there. So that's pretty much what I'll be doing. Okay, and I'll be back. Okay, I'll also be slicing 1 whole onion. Okay, into the batter. Okay, so just chop that like that. I think it needs one more stock cube. Okay, tasted it and I'm not comfortable with what I have. Adding a little bit of salt. Okay, so let's see how that goes. I'll add a little bit of oil. Okay, just a little, and give it a quick stir. Okay, so you add everything to your desired consistency. okay, or to your taste. So for the sake of presentation, I'll be okay. I have one fish left. I'll just do this way, okay? Just put that like that in there, okay? So let's just do this like this, okay? And okay, and I'll take some of this, okay, like that. I'll fill them up, okay, and I'll cover this with this covering this like this, okay. So it's just for presentation. So I'll be using this plastic wrap or known as nylon, okay, for this one. And let me show you what I'll be doing with it, okay. There are a lot of issues going on about using nylon to cook your moi moi. It's not healthy, yeah. I also preach that, and but I'm doing it anyway. And I think we also use leaves, but I don't have any leaves at home. And this one is readily available for me to use. So I'm using it, okay. So I'll just fill it up like that. Let's say I'll go 3 times, okay, and tight it like this. You release those air bubbles, you release them out, then you secure the ends, and let's go. You pull it out, okay, because you need some rooms, you see, you need some allowance, okay. So that's what we are doing, okay. Well, maybe next time I'm making a moi moi, I'll show you how to make it with leaves, but I'm not using leaves today. And don't tie them, okay. Another thing is you need a very wide pot so they don't burst. If the moi moi are tight in the pot you are putting it in, while it's cooking it will burst because there's no space for it to rise or swell. The steam is really going to make it to rise. So you can see the pots are, let me show you. As you can see, there are enough space in the pot. It is not even, you can see there's enough space, okay. You don't want it to cluster, you don't want it to be tight. Make sure the pot, if it is like tight, it's not good, it's going to burst, okay. So you don't have some leakage. So this is just the best way to avoid some leakage when you are cooking, okay. So I'll pour in some water, okay, just like that. And as you can see, there's enough space for it to swim around. I'll be cooking this for, let's say, 30 minutes is enough to get this cooked, okay. So guys, the moi moi has been baked, and I just flipped this over, okay. The bottom of this one is kind of a little bit burnt, but not bad. And that's what it looks like. Oh, someone at home actually ate one of these cupcakes, cup bean cake. And this one looks like this, okay. I just sliced one medium-sized onion into it, and I'll be transferring that into this container, okay. Push. I'll quickly transfer this here and add some water, okay. And into this pot I already added my vegetable oil, and I'm actually waiting for it to heat up. So it's eating up while we prepare our beans batter. Into this I'll be adding salt, okay, just salt. You don't need more than salt to make your akara. If you like, you can add stock cube, but to be honest, that's not necessary. So I'll also add some water. Just give this a quick rinse, okay. So not much. I'll be stirring it, okay? So I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I think this consistency is okay. You don't want it light, you don't want it runny. I think I still need some more salt. Just add salt to taste. That's all you need, okay? So I'll continue to mix this like this, okay? For like, let's say 3 minutes, okay? While I wait for the oil to set. I'll throw this small onion bulb, okay, into the oil. I'll just throw that into the oil, okay? Just for flavor. It's going to release its flavors into the oil. And I've been mixing this for, let's say 3 minutes now, and I believe it is ready, okay? As you can see, it has become fluffy a bit. And you can see that the beans cake is not perfectly smooth. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, that's the way you want to grind it. If you are grinding for akara, this is the way you grind it. But if you are grinding for moi moi, you want it very, very smooth. That is fine. Okay. Oh, I believe the oil is ready. So I'll be adding the beans batter into the oil, just like that. Okay. So you can deep fry or shallow fry, okay? You can either deep fry it or shallow fry it. Does not matter how you fry it, okay? I'm just scooping a little like that, and I'm throwing that into the oil. Okay, so you can flip it over, okay? So it's as simple as that, okay? It's very, very simple to fry. Let's see. That's just it. Okay. Just want to fry it till the sides are golden brown. Mama, how are you? That's my daughter. How are you? Say hello. Hello. Okay, I'm coming, okay? Mama. Mom is making a YouTube video. Can you see that? Can you see? Yeah, that's what we're doing, okay? So I'll quickly take that out, okay? And that's it, okay? It's really nice. It's looking so gorgeous. Okay? So you give it a quick mix again, okay? Then you begin to put that into the oil again, okay? Just like that. Just trying to create a space. So I'll be flipping these ones over, okay? So this one is ready. I'll take it out, okay? That's how it looks, okay? So this is going to be my last batch. Well, if you've watched this video this far, that means you actually enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much, and I hope you've learned something today, okay? I mean, to this recipe, you can actually bring in your own style to the kitchen. It does not have to be the way I actually did mine. I sincerely hope you would try this recipe at home and tell me what you think about it. I really want to hear from you in the comment section, okay? And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. Let's get to 1K subscribers, okay? Thank you for watching today's video. Bye bye.